we'll get the father of Brixton went to Tulsa School. Tulsa School don't exist no more. Them build flats on it because people like it too bad. But in bad pan the poetry, please give a big round of applause for Linton Kwesi Johnson. Yell him!
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I was just thinking that it was clear to the black youth of my generation when we were growing up that the police had declared war against us. And indeed, they have been waging a protracted war of attrition against young black people because we, the youth of my generation and every other subsequent generation, have refused to tolerate certain things that our parents reluctantly tolerated. And in remembering Cherry Gross today, I think we should spare a thought for the loved ones of those who have died in police custody over the years and continue to die at the hands of the police. Well, I'm just going to recite a few poems to get things going. I'm going to do a poem called The Great Insurrection, which was about the first riots we had in Brixton in 1981. And if people will remember, some of you are too young to remember, but in that year, we had what we call the New Cross Massacre, when 13 young black children, teenagers, died in a fire that was the result of an arson attack on a West Indian party. Those kind of attacks were commonplace back in those days. In that year also, the New Cross Massacre Action Committee mobilized some 15 to 20,000 people. And we marched from New Cross to Hyde Park to protest the death of those young people and the way the matter had been handled by the authorities. It was a march for justice, the Black People's Day of Action. That was on the 2nd of March, 1981. And it made the British state take note of the fact that we had some power and we were prepared to use that power. And of course, in April of that year, 1981, we had the riot down here in Brixton, which I recorded in this poem called The Great Insurrection. It was in April 1981, down in the ghetto of Brixton, that the Babylon them caused such a friction that it bring about a great insurrection. And it spread all over the nation. It was truly an historical occasion. It was event of the year, and I wish I had been there when we run riot all over Brixton, when we mash up plenty police van, when we mash up the Wicked One plan, when we mash up the Swamp 81. For what? To make the ruler them understand that we not take no more of them oppression. And when me check out the ghetto grapevine, to find out all I could have find, every rebel just a revel in them story. Them a talk about the power and the glory. Them a talk about the burning and the looting. Them a talk about the smashing and the grabbing. Them a tell me about the vanquish and the victory. Them said the Babylon them went too far. So what? We had was for burn two car. And 1 and 2 innocent get mar. But what? Now so it go sometime in a war in Star. Now so it go sometime in a war. Them say we burn down the judge, we could have burned the landlord. We burn down the judge, we never burn the landlord. When we run riot all over Brixton. When we mash up plenty police van. When we mash up the Wicked One plan. When we mash up the Swamp 81. Them say we commandeer car and we gather ammunition. We build with barricade and the wicked catch afraid. We send out, we scout, figure find them whereabout. Then we farm up, we posse and we make we raid. Well, now them run gang go plan counter action. But the plastic bullet and the water cannon will bring a blam blam, will bring a blam blam. Never mind scar man, will bring a blam blam. I'm just gonna do 2 more poems. This year marks the 15th anniversary of the death of the late Bernie Grant, Member of Parliament for Tottenham. And back in '87, when we had the first batch of black people elected to the House of Commons, amongst the 4 people, Bernie Grant stood out because he was the only one who had real community support, grassroots support. So when he passed away, I wrote this poem in memoriam for him. Some of you will remember how they tried to demonize Bernie Grant when they had the riots over in Tottenham, because Bernie Grant had said, the youths told me, that is Bernie Grant talking, the youths told me that the police got a bloody good hiding. And that comment was attributed to Bernie Grant himself. So they tried to demonize Bernie Grant. And anyway, this is the poem. Like a skilled tradesman, you pave the way. From the shop floor to the council chamber, all the way up to Parliament front door. And then you enter as a member. And we remember the eruption over Tottenham, Mrs. Jarrett heart attack, down at Brixton, Detective Lovelock shot cherry gross in her back. The rage and the storm, the death of PC Blakelock, Broadwater Farm. You was with Chief, you was with Chice, you was with Champion. You was with Face, you was with Vice, you was with me and man. And we remember how the press and the rest try to lynch you. How them try to tar and feather you. How the Haringey massive rally round you. How you make black people feel proud of you. And we remember how you build the unity in your community. Dedicate yourself to your constituency. Brace your broad back against bigotry and stand firm for justice and equality. You was with Chief, you was with Chice, you was with Champion, you was with Face, you was with Voice, you was with me and man. Them said that if you're going into politics, you have to well tough and can take enough licks. You was with Ali in I'm prime. You jab them with your left, you hook them with your right, and you take truth force and beat them every time. Now it sound like louder bells are told with tail, but I feel president a go prevail. Them don't know how the passing get him gone, but I'll know me still a hear for your sound. You was with Chief, you was with Chice, you was with Champion, you was with Face, you was with Vice, you was with number 1. Finally, a poem which, let me just call this poem a contribution to the campaign against black deaths in police custody. It's called License for Kill. It's a kind of conversation between 2 people. Sometimes I think my co-worker crazy, the way Christine would have gone jokey. Then the next time now, a no nonsense stance. The way she wind down the place last Christmas dance, the way she love to talk about conspiracy. Me and Christine in the canteen talk about the death of black people in a custody. How not a cat make meow or a damn dog bark. How nobody are up in a society can offer explanation nor remedy. When Christine it up her brow like see a row, she a go row. Screw up her face like see a trace, she a go trace. Here are now. You think I just MI5 and James Bond and police and soldier over North Island one? When it come to black people, Winston, some police in England got license for kill. Well, nothing Christine say surprise me still. But hear me now. What you mean, Christine? I who tell you that? I must be one idiot. You can't prove that. I who tell me if you go say that? Christine kiss her teeth, then she cut me with her eye and she say, you want proof? You can't ask Clinton McCurbin about him asphyxiation. And you can't ask Joy Gordon about her suffocation. You can't ask Colin Roach if him really shoot himself. And you can't ask Vincent Graham if him stab himself. But you can ask the commissioner about the license for kill. Ask Sir Paul Condon about the license for kill. You can't ask the Douglas them about the new style baton. And you can't ask Tony Hassan about him death by neglect. You can't ask Marlon Downs if him have any regret. And you can't ask El Gamal about the mystery of him death. But you can ask Dame Barbara about the license for kill. Ask the DPP about the license for kill. You can't ask Ibrahim about the CS gas attack. You can't ask Mrs. Jarrett how she get her heart attack. You can't ask Oliver Price about the grip round him neck. And you can't ask Steve Boyce about him death by neglect. But you can ask the PCA about the license for kill. Ask the ACPO about the license for kill. If you ask Maggie Thatcher about the license for kill. And you can ask John Major about the license for kill. If you ask Michael Howard about the license for kill. And you can ask Jack Straw about the rule of law. If you ask Tony Blair if he is aware or care about the license for kill that plenty police feel them got. Sometimes I think my co-worker crazy. The way Christine would have gone jokey. Then the next time now, a no nonsense dance. The way she wind down the place last Christmas dance. The way she love to talk about conspiracy.